Hello and welcome to tribetopper.com.
Important concepts of electrostatics for grade 12. So our video is on the topic of electric field and electric field intensity. So let's understand what is electric field. So if we have a small charge Q, it's lying here, and we have another charge, we call it as a test charge Q naught, it's lying at some distance, and if it can feel a force of attraction or repulsion due to this charge Q, that means it is lying in the field of this charge Q, because something which can experience a force due to another charge, that means it is lying in its field. So, but if I take this charge Q naught, infinitely away, it may not experience any force of attraction or repulsion due to this charge. So that means there is a certain region of space around this charge Q which may extend up to this charge or this space. So within this region, if I place the charge Q naught, it is going to experience a force definitely due to the charge Q. So if they are similar charges, Q naught will experience a force of repulsion, and if they are opposite charges, it's going to feel a force of attraction, but only within a certain range around this charge Q. So that region of space is called the electric field. So how can we define electric field? Thus you can define electric field as the region of space around a charge within which its effect can be felt by another charge is called the electric field. That means the other charge placed in a certain region around charge Q must experience a force of attraction or repulsion. Now, how can we find the electric field intensity? See, the intensity or the strength of electric field can be determined on how strongly this charge Q naught would be attracted or repelled by this charge Q. So what force is exerted by the charge Q on Q naught? So that will give us the strength of the electric field. Means if it is strongly attracted, that means the field of this charge Q is very strong there. If there's a feeble interaction between the two, that means the field of this charge Q is weak. Therefore, electric field strength or electric field intensity can be determined as, we say, limit Q naught tending to 0 and F upon Q naught. So the force experienced per unit test charge is called the electric field intensity, and we have put the limit Q naught tending to 0. Why we have done that? The test charge Q naught tends to 0 so that its field should not interact or interfere with the field of charge Q. So Q naught tends to 0 so that, this can be an important question for 1 mark, that why this limit is put. So Q naught tends to 0 so that its field is ignorable, right? Its field is ignorable, because if we put this charge to be very, very small, the field that this charge Q naught will produce will be ignorable and not interfere with the field of this charge. Therefore, the strength of the electric field can be determined from F upon Q naught, and we put a limit Q naught tending to 0. So this straight away gives me the unit for electric field intensity as Newton per Coulomb. So if you have Newton alone, that means force. If you have Coulomb alone, that means charge. But if you have Newton per Coulomb, that means the electric field strength at that point. I hope you understood the concept of electric field and electric field intensity. If you find this video helpful,
please follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter at tribetopper.com.